waiting a bit for people to get inside. Live. Usually my audience is not at this time, but I try and see how dedicated my audience can be. So I'm going to take the train. It's actually the first day after the system of bus for tåg, which is a replacement for trains. Has been kind of they have reinstalled the trains, so which means the work that was being done on the railway is finished for the moment. So we're doing some work on the railway system, so that's kind of stopped the trains which were coming our way for a season. And now we are kind of back in the system again. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to check out some of my projects. See how the projects are going to go, and so I'm just waiting for the train. And yeah, in the meanwhile we can have a conversation about the Paris blackout at the Olympics. So I think it was really interesting to look at it after they had me mocking the Lord's Supper, and you know, mocking the work of the Lord. I think that was really hilarious that people can be mocking what the Lord did on the Lord's Supper, and these people were laughing, you know. I don't know if you've seen some images there, but they were really laughing at how the Lord took his Last Supper before his death. By the way, I'm a Christian, so if you happen to be just seeing yourself there, I know sometimes people, you know, can be very sensitive about religion, but I love the Lord, so I'm going to speak about it anyway. So you cannot be just mocking the Lord and we just sit idle there. So they were mocking the Lord's Supper, and they're really pleased. If this is your first time to subscribe, my name is Kalambai. To actually join us, my name is Kalambai, and this is Fruitful Investment Strategies. Yeah, please, if this is your first time, please subscribe. We are asking you and pleading with you to subscribe. So that's what they were doing, you know, mocking and laughing about the Lord's Supper, and really being irrelevant, you know, about it. And I think that's really it's a sad situation that today, you know, everything that is called godly, people have no respect for it anymore. People have no consideration for it. People have consideration for any other things that they do, no matter how they behave themselves as animals or live as animals. they have respect for that. They have respect for uh, ungodly things. They have respect for ungodly things. And thank you for the like. Please subscribe on our channel. So people have respect for ungodly things and evil things, but everything that is godly, they don't have respect for that. They don't have regard for that, and they will be just mocking, what God did, and everything that God did is just a subject of mockery. And I found that very sad because many Westerners, that the roots or that the blessings, their blessings they have, it's actually acquired from their foreparents who were believers, Christians. And these Western countries come or were established or they come from a a Christian foundation and a Christian, I can say, uh, laying out, and they have been dominating the world based on that. But suddenly, when a man becomes rich and very wealthy, so all those things change. All those things change, and people become, you, they become very, very fussy about everything that is godly. People attack Christians if they preach the word. People, they are arrogant against them when they speak the truth about what is happening. I mean, there is a form of persecution that is going on, but yet that persecution is not yet very aggressive for the moment. But there is a form of persecution against the Christians, against their way of belief, against their way of life. You know, and I think that is it's a sad thing to see. I think if we believe in freedom of religion and freedom of expression, we should let everybody express themselves freely without actually undermining the rights of the other one. But mostly in this society, we tend um, to undermine the rights of others. And by undermining the rights of others, we are breaking out, breaking out everything else. And that just seems to be really something out of touch somewhere. There is no I mean, there is something which is wrong with this society that we live in. It's a materialistic society. It's a society that cares about itself. It's a selfish society. It is a society based on me, what I want, and not on what the community can achieve as a whole. And that is a very sad thing. So and I mean, it's sad to see what is happening for the moment and what has been happening. So hopefully we can actually we can see change. But you see, the Paris blackout was actually on the. It was all about mocking the Lord's Supper. And when they had done mocking the Lord's Supper, with that image which is famous that they put there, which is cursed, not famous. So representing LGBT and then all that, whatever you call them. So they put there, and then they were mocking God. After that, what happened was that there was a whole blackout in the entire Paris, an entire blackout in the entire Paris. But the only place that was actually had lights was just one small temple. One small temple which had light on the top of a hill. So that really for me was was something which I thought, wow, this is wonderful. Having just, you know, one small church that is actually on the top of the hill to shine out, and the light not to go out. This, I don't know how many times this have happened. My train is coming now. I don't know how many times this has happened, but this has really been something really mysterious. It just haven't never happened before, especially in the time of Olympics. I've never heard it that in the time of Olympics, the entire city just blacks out during the Olympics. So this was really something which really was wonderful to me. But anyway, you see, the Lord cannot be mocked. You cannot be mocking the Lord. You cannot be doing what you're doing and thinking that there is no price to pay. You know, every nation, every individual, they'll pay the price. They'll all have to pay the price. So I'm going to take my train. To sit. So you cannot be mocking the Lord and you think that things will be just as usual as they were. I mean, you cannot do that. God cannot mock. You cannot mock him. You will meet him. At a certain level, you will have to meet him. You like it or not, famous or not, unfamous, poor, rich, does not matter. Believer, unbelievers, you know, whatever your sexual orientation is, you will meet God and you have to answer for your responsibility. You have to answer for your actions. You have to answer for everything that you did. That's what you have to do. Either you are successful or unsuccessful. You know, those things does not matter to God after all. What matters is actually how did you stand? How did you stand in your life? What did you do in your life with the life that He gave to you? So that's the most important thing. And you know, so we have to be careful how we go about these things and going and mocking God and going out there and just playing with the word of God and, you know, mocking what is godly. You know, people have to be careful with that. Please subscribe to our channel. People have to be careful with that and you know, to touch godly thing. This has happened. This is not the first time that things like that happen. It did happen in the time of he actually was mocking God, and he took the objects that the Babylonians had taken from Israel to Babylon, and he sat there. He was drinking wine in them, and a hand came and wrote on the wall many tekel faso, and he didn't know what to do, and he was looking for an interpreter. So an interpretation for that. And there was Daniel in the kingdom who could actually interpret those kind of things. So you see, and he was killed on the same day, and the kingdom was given to somebody else. So you do not play with these things. This, you know, if you don't know something, just stay away from it. Anyway, God bless you. We didn't have a lot of people on live today. I think it's actually the time that we are actually taking this film. We see you.